Hi, my name is Reese from the Eastern Suburbs School of Music, and I'd like to help you start doing string bends. So bending the strings is a technique commonly seen in lead guitar solos. What you're doing when you're bending this string is raising the pitch of the note. And you need to raise the sound, the pitch, up to a certain point. Now where you're generally bending to is the next note in the scale. On guitar tab, you might see that bends are represented with an arrow going up, and they may have a 1 drawn on top of that arrow. What that means is the note needs to be raised 1 tone. A tone is the distance of 2 frets. So for these examples, what I'm going to do is play at 7th fret of the 3rd string. So 1, 2, 3 up from the bottom, and at 7th fret. Use your dots to quickly locate where that 7th fret is. And I'm going to demonstrate a 1-tone bend. What that would mean is we're raising the pitch of the note until it sounds like a note a tone higher. As I said, a tone is 2 frets away. So we're pushing it until it sounds like the note that you hear at 9th fret. Yet sitting on 7th fret and bending the string until you hear that same pitch. The way to do your bends, always do it with fingers in support, or as much as you possibly can. Students really struggle if they're just doing a bend with 1 finger. So in this case, I'm using the 3rd finger that's placed at our 7th fret, and I've got my other fingers also sitting on the string, and it doesn't matter what fret area they sit in, pushing the string up all together. By using these fingers in support, you'll also be able to hold the bend to pitch so much better. So once you reach that pitch, you'll be able to hold it there as well. And if you need to, bring it down with control as well. So that is how you perform a string bend. Find the fret that you'd like to bend at, put your fingers down in support, understand what note you're wanting to bend the string to. If it's an arrow with a 1 on top of it on your guitar tab, it's something that's 2 frets higher. Bend it until you hear that same pitch. So practice with. Get the pitch in your head, practice bending to that particular point, and practice holding it. It is a physically demanding technique. You might need a couple of weeks, 4 weeks, whatever time it takes, just to get your hands strong enough and used to pushing hard enough, and also your ear connecting with where the right sound to bend to is. If you see a half on top of the arrow, it's asking you just to bend a semitone, which is only 1 fret away. If you see a 1.5, it's 1.5 tones, means the note 3 frets higher. If you see a 2 tones in length, 4 frets higher. Dave Gilmour, the guitarist from Pink Floyd, he's someone who does a lot of overbends. Same with Jimmy Page in his Led Zeppelin days. Likes to do those overbends. If you need to bend with 1st finger, a little tip, I find it easier to pull down with your 1st finger rather than trying to push the string up. That you're pulling down and pulling your fingertip towards your palm does help you using first finger for bends where you haven't got other fingers in support. They're the tips that I recommend to my students when we're starting out with string bends. Take time and patience to work on your string bends. It's a fairly unforgiving technique. If you get it wrong, it's a fairly ugly sound that you'll get. It's all a part of the learning process. String bends are a part of lead guitar playing that we call our articulations, making the note sound different than just the plain old. Articulations like string bends, vibrato, hammer-ons, pull-offs, and slides. You'll find videos for all these techniques on this YouTube channel, so subscribe to the Eastern Suburbs School of Music channel. If this has helped you with your string bends, give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you've got any further questions or things you'd like answered about doing string bends. Good luck with your playing.